Stretching for 3,000 miles along the Pacific Ring of Fire, Indonesia is the world's most volcanically active nation. That makes life scarily unpredictable for the 3.5 million Indonesians who live within 10 kilometers of a volcano. The people of Karo Regency in North Sumatra are the latest to feel the raw force of nature after Mount Sinabung began a series of huge eruptions in September. This is as close as we can safely get to Mount Sinabung, just outside the 5-kilometer danger zone. This mighty mountain had lain dormant for hundreds of years until it suddenly sprung back to life in 2010. For the last 2 months it's been erupting dozens of times a day, pummeling the surrounding area with toxic gases, rocks and ash. More than 26,000 people have already had to flee their homes, farms and livelihoods, and as the eruptions get worse, scientists say they have no way of knowing what this volcano is going to do next.
Biggest risk is now already is the asphalt. The many plantation getting dying, yeah. And also the second potential risk is lateral blast of the lava dome explosion.
Oh, udah hancur semua, nggak ada lagi. Hancur semua, jadi tanah semua. Tanam kentang, tanam kopi, jeruk, cabai, tomat, ya semualah hancur, semua.
60-year-old Rohani Borositepu is one of 200 refugees who've been living in a church hall in Kabanjahe, the regional capital, for 3 months. Many were forced to flee in a hurry, leaving clothes on the washing line. Abandoned dogs and chickens are the only inhabitants of this post-apocalyptic landscape now.
Iya takutlah. Udah nggak senang lagi kami ke sana kalau belum selesai itu, belum selesai.
The refugee centres are basic and cramped, with belongings stacked up by the walls and people eating and sleeping on the floor. While their children line up to be bused to school, some women try to take their minds off the trauma and earn a little income by weaving mats and baskets. Others pass the time by working in the communal kitchen. From the devastating Aceh tsunami to the regular floods in Jakarta, natural disasters are commonplace in Indonesia. People have been forced to adapt. When Mesti Ginting Saragi's chili farm was wiped out by the volcano, he set up a makeshift noodle stall to serve the growing numbers of tourists coming to watch the eruption. His ad hoc business is doing very well.
Kotornya gitulah bang, jual dari pagi sampai jam 3 malam gitu, laku 1,5 sampai 2 juta lah.
The head of the local government says that once the eruption is over, the big challenge will be reconstruction, which could cost hundreds of millions of dollars. He has been criticised over his slow response to the disaster, but he says people must be philosophical about their predicament.
Karena kita lahir di sini, Pak. Kita lahir di sini sejak dulu bersahabat kita dengan dia, Pak. Kalau nanti mungkin bencana ini sudah berakhir atau berlalu, ya tentu sekarang duka, Pak. Mungkin sedikit hari lagi ada pula sukanya karena dia mengeluarkan pupuk.
The massive ash cloud from Sinabung has turned once prime farms like this into a dusty wasteland, rendering lucrative crops like these oranges worthless. There's already been tens of millions of dollars of damage done to the agricultural areas that surround this volcano, and as the eruptions get worse day by day, the future for the people who live around here is looking ever more uncertain. Ben Bland, Financial Times, near Mount Sinabung in North Sumatra.